Very good evening to everyone from India and good morning to everyone one from United States. So it's a very special, event for us today because we have a very senior IAS officer and my mentor, Dr. Heera Lal sir. Dr. Heera Lal sir is a 2000 batch IAS, 1994 batch PCS officer who is currently serving as the additional mission director National Health Mission, Uttar Pradesh, and Additional Project Director, UP State AIDS Control Society in the Government of Uttar Pradesh. Dr. Heera Lal, sir has more than 27 years of experience in public service. He has served in various departments in different capacities, including MD, UP Small Industries Corporation, Special Secretary, Culture and A.P.C branch, and Managing Director UPDESCo, Department of IT and Electronics. Most recently, he was posted as the District Magistrate of Banda, where he had undertaken an array of innovative initiatives in the field of water, agriculture, social entrepreneurship, etc. His water initiative was listed in the Limca Book of World Records. He also mentors Model Gaon, and Model Gaon is scripting new chapters every day in India. So it is just changing the shape of Indian villages. And you all know that 65% of the Indian population dwells in the village. So being a bureaucrat, he has targeted the village, and many village has shaped into a very dynamic changes they have seen. And recently, sir has published a book that is a bestseller on the Amazon, and especially in the Hindi language, 10,000 plus copies have been sold. The book has got translated into Gujarati language, and it is also being appreciated by the Gujaratis. And very soon, the book will be available in the English language, and hope it will be a very inspiring for everyone. So I'd like to first invite sir to speak about his journey of life, his book, and after that, if anyone is willing to have any source of information about doing any type of business in India, sir experience will be very useful for you. And he could be a very good by connections also, and by his experience, he is very down to earth and he will be very supportive to it. Thank you, sir. Thank you for coming here. Kindly experience your life journey with us, sir.
So I will start. Before starting from India, we are in the process of celebrating the Diwali, the most prestigious, enjoying, colorful, fire cracking and all that. It is a sweet distribution. So this is the most enjoying festival we are celebrating. We are in the celebration process in India. So first of all, I would like to welcome all the participants who are present in this discussion. As Amresh told about me, my brief. So already I have sent in message that I am running a social site. Through that site, I am doing my social services. So that social site have all my details. If anyone wish to seek the details about me, that is there on my social site, and URL I have already given in the chat box. And I have also given the URL of the Model Gaon, that is the project which I am associated with as honorary mentor of that Model Gaon. The URL of that also I have given in the chat box. So again, I will wish happy Diwali to you all, whether you are from India or from anywhere, because that is our custom and that is our culture also. So following the Indian culture, I am welcoming and wishing you all happy Diwali. I am basically from Uttar Pradesh. There is a district Uttar Pradesh, and I am from a farming family, and I was born and brought up in my village till 8th class my schooling. Thereafter I shifted to district headquarters, then I went outside the district to get the higher education. As regards my education, I am a BTech, I am a MTech, I am a MPA from Syracuse University, USA. Then I did my PhD, and currently I am pursuing my DLED in communication. What is the role of the communication in achieving good work? That is my educational background. I started my career with the NTPC. Initially, I served NTPC as an engineer for around 1.5 years. Thereafter, I got selected in State Civil Services, Uttar Pradesh. And 2010, I got into Indian Administrative Services, and I'm serving currently as Indian Administrative Services in the position in the capacity of Additional Mission Director, National Health Mission. As regards my working, I would like to let you know all that only one single line I am pursuing in my life. I am not doing anything extra, but I am doing one thing always. That is what? I do the same thing differently. I never like repetition of anything, of any action, of any activity. So doing this, I will have to do some, I will have to evolve some new path. Then I'll be able to do the same thing differently. And in my life, I apply 3 tricks and techniques as the administrative officer, and which is applicable to not only the administrative officer, but it is applicable to all individual also. The first trick is that if we do any work, we do have many stakeholders in that particular action and activity. So I use to involve all the stakeholders. Involving all stakeholders, that is the biggest challenge. That is how to bring the public participation. And here public means the stakeholders. So that is first trick in my governance style, how to involve the public participation, how to involve all the stakeholders. Number one. Number two, if you ask for money from anywhere, whether in the individual capacity or in the capacity of any position from your superior bosses or from your organization, you will not get money. So my style is to do the actions and activities, adopt the action and activities which is involving either no cost or low cost. So no cost, low cost action and activity I do adopt in order to avoid the asking the budget from outside. Whatever things are there, that we will have. And my third trick is converging all the resources available, convergence of available resources, funds, inputs, ideas, and knowledge. So with these 3 things, with these 3 tricks and techniques, I do the governance, and my theme, my motto, my objective, my goal, that is do the same thing differently. I am able to achieve that, and that is my innovations. This process always land me in some sorts of innovations, because I never repeat anything. I never follow the trail which one has created or which I have created by myself earlier. As regards my book, that is this book, Dynamic DM. This is the book, and this is the best-selling book we have written since we are living in UP. And I have written this book based on our achievements as a district magistrate in 1.5 years in District Banda, which comes in UP. And District Banda is a part of Bundelkhand. And Banda is a very backward district, problematic district, and the most problematic thing was the shortage of the water. So I started how to solve the chronic problem of water shortage, and But by starting with this problem, we did more than 20 experiments. How to reduce malnutrition, how to improve the income of the farmers, how to reform the jails, how to develop the students, how to solve the problems of the students, how to develop women's. Likewise, we did more than 20 problems and we got amazing results. And in all the projects and programs, I applied those three tricks and techniques of the governance, which I told just a few minutes earlier. Outcome of all that, I have written in this book chapter wise by giving some proof, documentary evidence in support of my statement in given chapter. So each chapter is a case study of our work, our innovation done in Banda as a district magistrate. And this is basically, in Hindi we say, सहयोग से सुशासन, सुशासन से समृद्धि, participatory governance, getting prosperity through participatory governance in English. Getting prosperity through participatory governance, meaning thereby we did the governance with the public participation, under the leadership of the masses, with the help of masses, with the cooperation of the masses. That is public participatory governance, and that governance led to prosperity. Income of the population is increased, the happiness index is increased, something like that. That is, the prosperity does not mean increasing the income in terms of cash. Prosperity has a wide range of meanings. So this Hindi book is now translated into Gujarati version, and on 8th and 9th of this month itself, I was in Gujarat and I launched this Gujarati version. And within 1 month, the English version will come in the market. We are in the process of editing. Already we edited twice, and the final editing is under the process of the book. So the dynamic DM book, which is my first book, because before that I do not have any experience of writing or authoring the books. So that is my first. Now I am a social entrepreneur. Now I am a IS officer, and one more domain I do have, that I am a author also. And I am so encouraged with the popularity that our book has received, that I'll write more books after this one. So in short, this is the story, and I would like to request all that this book Dynamic DM is available on Flipkart and Amazon online, and its cost is very less. The Hindi version initial cost was 250, but now they are selling at 150, and our Gujarati version is costing 275. Gradually they reduce the cost and the selling increases. So this is all about my brief, my personal brief, my actions and activities. And regarding this book, the best-selling book, Dynamic DM. Dynamic means, everybody dynamic, and DM means district magistrate. A district magistrate who used to be dynamic in solving the problems. He never sat idle. He was running for the solution here and there as a district magistrate to provide the solutions to the masses of that district. That's why we have given the name dynamic DM, because if you want to solve most of the problems of the district, you will have to be dynamic, you will have to be hardworking, you will have to be you will have to be hardworking. So, Amresh, I think this is more than enough in brief, about my personal things and about book, my working. And above all, I am very down to the earth, and I have no ego. I am egoless man. In general, IS people are highly egoist. That is my experience, personal experience. I am not hesitating to state this statement that IS officers in general are highly egoist, but my ego level is negative, not negative, rather negative, yes, not zero, rather negative. So that's why people used to connect with me, people used to contact me, people used to communicate with me, and people used to cooperate with me. I always follow 3C formula, 3C formula: connect, communicate, and cooperate. It is possible only when your ego level is zero, either negative. Thank you, Amresh.
Thank you, sir. And I remember the days when I had a, very bad struggle, and sir went out of the way to support me, and it is not expected by, especially with the bureaucrats in India. And sir has said that, yeah, really, bureaucrats are really egoistic, but sir is totally different. And when Molly came to India, sir was outside of the Lucknow. And when he came to know that Molly has come from the, across the border, so he canceled his meeting and we met at very late night. Molly was very tired, but still sir came from, Barabanki district, and we had a meeting at the hotel here. So now, everyone, as far the Indians are concerned, you know the power of the IS officer, and you should be very lucky that a bureaucrat is talking to you in this way. So whatever questions you want, you can ask with him. Sir has a vast experience in multiple departments, and and for the foreigners, non-Indians who are coming to India for the investment, sir could be a very good mentor for you, because not only in Uttar Pradesh, he has tremendous connections in India. So if there is any sorts of question for you, if you want to just clarify any questions, how to get involved, in which state sir can support you, what type of connections he can provide you. So you are free to ask the question. And Molly, I have sent the paper of vintage ham to sir. Sir is handling the NHM. So when we will have the meeting, sir will be guiding us, and most probably this will be the best way to bring vintage hemp into India. So none other connections can work better than this.
Yes, that
Yes,
is.
Well,
Molly.
I want to
And I have seen the paper that is related to medical pharmacy, I think. So
Yes.
I'll discuss with you when office will open. I have invited Mr. Amresh to my working day in office, and I will discuss after taking hard copy of that paper. Okay. I think that is 37 page per document, hai na? 37, something like that. I
Yes.
exactly do not remember the exact page number, but it is around like 37 something. Yeah, I'll see.
thank you so much, Dr. Lal. When I first met Dr. Lal, just to let everybody know, he is, when he says down to earth, you're speaking with someone like he is your next door neighbor. He listens, very attentive. He jokes, and he's a great leader. And I think I appreciate most of all about him is that he really, really cares about the people he connects with. And to say that he saved my life is just a beginning, but I really appreciate his character and strength of honor and protections for people that he works with. So we look forward to working with you and looking forward for your book to come out. My one question that I have for you is when you were talking about doing the same thing differently, can you give us an example of what you have done? I would like to copy that if possible.
Actually, I would answer you by giving a question. When I went as a district magistrate, I encountered the first problem in the form of land order, that was the water crisis. So I started asking why in the last 75 years this problem is not reduced, rather it is increased. What is the reason behind it? So I found during the analysis, that during my research, that the problem is being solved through the technique of supply and demand. Problem is with the public and we are supplying the solutions. Demand is from the public and we are supplying the solutions from administration side. That's why that solution is not being taken as it should be by the solution seekers, and its effect and impact was not as expected. So our overall result was in negative side. So what I did, I told the masses, if problem is with you, solution is with you also. I am not going to supply you the solution. Problem, it is a water crisis is a social problem. It is a problem of all, and solution is with you. And to convince how solution is with you, I gave them a 3-4 sentences. Actually, people used to come to get water for drinking, for irrigation, and for other purposes. To me, I told what is the where water resided, what is the dwelling place of the water? Ponds, bell, and rivers. Ponds, bells, and rivers are the residence of the waters. And where these ponds, wells, and rivers are located, they are located in your village. So water problem is in your village and solution is in your village. So please, instead of coming to me, go to solutions which is available in your village. So I connected through this reasoning problem and solution in available in the village itself. So I did differently to seek a proper solution. That's why I need almost all the activities. I did the same thing differently, like I did in the water conservation activities, as I narrated just.
That's a really big problem. Water issues. That's life and death. We can live without food for a while, but we cannot live without water. So that's an amazing accomplishment. Thank you.
And the first chapter of this book was the water crisis management, which I did. I wrote in simple language, and whatever fact and figures I have written, to support that I have given the evidence.
So Aditya ji, you have been asking about the connections. So sir can support you in a very good way.
It's actually great, Amresh ji, that you can bring such high-level people on the meeting. And truly, Dr. Heera Lal ji is very humble and down-to-earth person who could come to help all of us to make the better corrections. Thank you, sir. Thanks for coming. And sir, just to brief you about me, I'm CA by profession. And you can say I passed out in year 2004. Then 16 years I was in job. I worked for KPMG and Grant Thornton. Then last year, I started my own practice. Other than that, I have an insurance brokerage company as well. So just looking to, you can say, expand to get some more clients. And if I talk about my experience, I have very good experience in not-for-profit organizations and funding as well. You can say small units, MSMEs looking for bank funding where I can do the licensing. And third thing is my core domain is insurance selling, because we are the brokers. So certainly willing to connect to you, to meet you in person, to get some connects and get some business, because last 2 years were bad.
Yeah.
Entire universe is, well, everybody was bad. For everyone, it was bad last 2 years. Yeah, yes. Thanks for coming.
The impact the impact of corona is now uh, becoming grave day by day.
Yeah, it's getting deeper now.
Yes.
Okay, then with the help of Amresh ji, I will connect to you once.
Yeah, certainly. Welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Just for you also, sir is having a tremendous connection in United States in your region. So you can also connect with sir and you can explore possible opportunities with each other. And I think he can provide you a tremendous connection in United States. His own brother is into real estate and he is a very renowned, real estate realtor here. So he's into multiple streams and he's connected with more than 1 million people in India. So that's the beauty of getting connected with Heera Lal sir.
Perfect. In fact,
Being a bureaucrat is another thing, and being a social bureaucrat is totally different thing. So he is the bureaucrat who is connected with the social people, and he is really loved for his nature, not for his power.
I would like to, you can say, tell you that once Molly is in India next time, please let me know. I will definitely would like to meet her once as well.
Yes, I will certainly let you know.
Please, yeah.
So
Thank you.
Molly will come Lucknow too, na?
Yes, I will hopefully stay there longer. I will tell you.
But
I will travel.
because India means New Delhi. People come New Delhi and went back from New Delhi.
Oh. I need to make sure we have a direct flight to Lucknow. So I'm going to see if I could work on that.
Okay. You
can get
come
enough
directly
people.
to Lucknow. You come directly to Lucknow. From Lucknow, you go anywhere, Delhi, Bombay, and other places in India.
I don't want to go there. Bad experience. I will stay in Lucknow.
She's having good experience in Lucknow, sir. She already had a very bad experience in Delhi. So she's just exploring everything in Lucknow and the way she got the support here. So she's loving it. Diwakar sir has a question. Yes, Diwakar sir.
Thank you so much, Dr. Heera Lal Sahab. It's amazing to hear and the kind of an activities you're doing. I am Diwakar Singh from Hyderabad, predominantly working on startups and technology. When it comes to rural people, the emerging technologies like when it comes to water, we are coming out with so many solutions in terms of identifying that water resources, drone technologies. So how like I know the government processes are so difficult to access these technologies. Is there any different methodologies you are bringing to adapt the technologies, the emerging technologies to give solution to the rural people?
Actually, to enter into the government market, it is most difficult thing. How to enter? Connecting the first step is the most difficult, and getting business from the government, it is nothing but impossible, we can say. But every problem has its own solution. So we will find out the solution, and I have my own way to provide the solution. If you have any startup like solutions, I will provide you some village. In one village, you do a pilot. And when you will do a pilot, we will do the documentation of your work, and we will seek that we will create and develop many certificates from that pilot. And once a pilot will be successful on the ground and you will have all the documents, and based on that pilot and based on that evidence which you have created in that particular village while you have done the piloting and certificates, we can approach very easily to the government. You see, in your state itself, in a very small unit, the smallest unit of the governance is the village. We have three levels of the governance: government of India, which rules whole country; state governments, which governs the state; and the smallest unit of the governance is the village. So, and it is very easy to govern it is very easy to do a pilot in a particular village, because it will reduce the cost, it will reduce everything, resources and all that. And we are running a project. I'm associated, I'm mentoring a project Model Gaon. So we do have so many villages closely working with them. So I will allot a village as per your convenience, and you pilot your project in that village, create evidence, create field testing uh, uh, things, examples, and you will collect different type of certificates. We will guide what certificates and how you will develop that. And after preparing this thing, we can very easily approach to the government. You go in that village that is in your jurisdiction and see our work, and these are the documents which are supporting our technology or our startup or our work. So that is the way to enter into if you are a startup.
If we have already done in the Telangana for some mosquito eradication and pharmacy deliveries kind of a project using drone technologies, will it be again, or we need to do it in UP again?
Yes, region being UP and Telangana is far away. What you have done in Telangana, it is very difficult to either there is if you have some connection from the top level, that is the leadership level. So there is two approach, either top down approach or bottom up approach. What you are talking about, that if you have bottom up top down approach, that is okay, you did at any place, that will work. But the easiest way and the practical way, which I know how to enter into the government, okay, that is the bottom up approach, which I am doing, which I have just told you, bottom up approach, and that is the right approach.
Got it, sir. Thank you so much for the information. Thanks a lot.
If you have done the piloting in another state, by doing pilot in UP in some villages is very easy, because already we have many villages in our hands. So you will have to create the things. If you want to sell me anything, if we went to some shops and they used to give some piece to test us. This is the piece you test, then buy. That is the similar formula we will have to apply in your project also.
Got it, sir. Thank you so much.
And one more person I want to get, Saso, you should get connected with sir, because sir is into national health management, and he will be the person who can take your project into a very good level. So if you are with us, you should get connected with sir.
I have a question for Dr. Lal.
Yeah.
How difficult was it when you first started working with the village in their participation? Did they agree right away, or did you have to go back again and again?
Pardon, there was a breaking in your voice.
How difficult was it when you first worked with the villages? Did they participate right away, or did they fight?
I'm not getting your voice correctly. Amresh, what's you say? Could you repeat?
Saying that how tough it was to implement, your project into villages.
No, not tough at all. Not tough at all, because already we are working in that villages, the Model Gaon project. So already we are there into that village. So you will have to do that is very easy, because already in our Model Gaon project is working in that village. So it is not difficult at all. Very easy. Small answer is very easy.
Thank you.
Any more question? So I think we are done. Thank you, sir. Thank you for coming here. And as you have already shared a contact number, so everyone will be connected with you. And Saso has messaged that I'm connected with a low speed internet connection. Additionally, I will contact with Mr. Heera Lal, sir. Okay. So Sasso is having a very good project with him, and I think it will be a revolutionary project. And we are having one of our, investors, Sanjay Agrawal sir, who is manufacturing the, railway railway things. So he will be getting connected with you, and I will introduce you with him one by one. So he will be a very good connect for you also. So
Okay.
thank you, sir. Thank you for coming here. So I would like to invite Molly to conclude this meeting. So Molly, please.
Good evening, everyone, and good morning. Thank you so much, Dr. Lal, for coming into this platform and enlighten us what an Indian Administrative Services does. And from your wonderful example, this is an amazing steps to learning more about India, as well as what the magistrate does. Thank you so much for coming, and we look forward to seeing you soon.